Have you ever carried something in your life that became heavier every day? Not in your hands, but in your heart and mind. This is the story of a boy who carried a stone everywhere he went, until one simple realization changed his life forever. In a small, quiet village there lived a boy named Aaron. Aaron was not famous, not rich, not special in the eyes of others. But there was one thing that made him different from every other child in the village. Every single day, Aaron carried a large stone, not a small stone he could hide, a heavy one he had to hold with both arms. From sunrise to sunset, the stone was always with him, to school, to the market, even while walking home in silence. People noticed quickly. At first they were curious, then confused, and later, they began to judge him. Why does he carry that everywhere? Is he trying to prove something? Or is something wrong with him? But Aaron never explained properly. He would only say, "It's mine, I can't leave it," and keep walking. As Aaron grew older, something strange happened. The stone felt heavier every year, but the stone itself never changed. What changed was Aaron. Because every time something went wrong in his life, he added meaning to the stone. If he failed at something, the stone felt heavier. If someone laughed at him, heavier. If he made a mistake, heavier again. Slowly, without realizing it, the stone stopped being just a stone. It became a symbol, a reminder of everything he believed was wrong with him. And because of that, Aaron started changing too. He stopped trying new things, stopped speaking up, stopped believing he could do better. Not because he was weak, but because he was always carrying something that reminded him of weakness. To everyone else, Aaron was just a strange boy with a stone. But no one saw what it was doing to him inside. They didn't see the tired arms. They didn't see the silent pressure. They didn't see how every step felt harder than it should, because some burdens are invisible to others, but very real to the one carrying them. And over time, Aaron stopped questioning it. Because when you carry something long enough, you start believing you were meant to carry it. One afternoon, a traveler arrived in the village. He was old, calm, and observant. And unlike everyone else, he didn't laugh when he saw Aaron. He didn't ignore him either. He stopped and watched quietly as the boy struggled forward. Then he walked beside him and said gently, "That is a heavy stone." Aaron nodded. "It is." The traveler asked, "Why do you carry it?" Aaron answered the way he always did. "Because I have to." The traveler slowed down, then asked the question that changed everything. "Who told you that you have to?" Aaron stopped walking, for the first time in years. He had no answer. That night, Aaron couldn't sleep. The question kept repeating in his mind. "Who told you that you have to?" He looked at the stone in the corner of his room, and for the first time, he didn't just see weight, he saw memories, every mistake, every failure, every moment he never forgave himself for. And something strange happened. He realized the stone had never spoken, it had never judged him, it had never decided anything. He had, and that thought made him uncomfortable. Because if he was the one who gave the stone meaning, then maybe he was also the one who could take it away. The next morning, Aaron did something different. He lifted the stone like always, but instead of walking forward immediately, he stopped. Just for a moment. People passing by stared at him. They were used to seeing him move with it, not stand still. His arms shook, not just from weight, but from uncertainty. Because letting go of something you've carried for years feels wrong at first, even when it's hurting you. Slowly, Aaron placed the stone on the ground. Nothing happened. No sound. No reaction. Just silence. And that silence felt unfamiliar. Because for the first time in years, he wasn't carrying it. Aaron stood there, not moving, waiting for something to feel wrong. But something else happened instead. He felt lighter, not just in his arms, but in his chest. Like space had opened inside him, like his thoughts could finally breathe again. But the strange part was this: he almost picked it back up. Not because he needed it, but because it was familiar. And that is what most people don't understand. We don't only carry pain because it hurts us. We carry it because we know it. A few days passed. Aaron left the stone where he placed it. And slowly, life began to feel different. He walked faster. He looked around more. He spoke more freely. And for the first time, he noticed something important. The stone had not been holding him back. His belief about the stone had. Because the moment he stopped seeing it as punishment, he stopped living like a punished person. Not all stones are physical. Some are made of regret, fear, shame, and old mistakes we refuse to release. And the longer we carry them, the heavier they become in our mind. Not because they grow, but because we keep feeding them meaning. One morning, Aaron returned to the stone, but this time he did not lift it. He looked at it quietly, then turned around and walked away, not in anger, not in fear, but in understanding. And with every step he took, he realized something powerful. He was not leaving something behind. He was returning to himself. Many people are like Aaron. They carry invisible stones every day, past mistakes, old regrets, things they cannot change, and slowly, those things start shaping how they see themselves. But here is the truth. A lesson is meant to guide you, not define you. Growth means learning from your past, not living inside it, because you are not the stone you carry. You are the one strong enough to put it down. So ask yourself, what are you still carrying that no longer needs to be carried? And if you cannot remember why you picked it up in the first place, maybe it's time to finally put it down.